And Jamaal is a great person, not a good person. Got his degree. He was on the honor roll every semester. He's really a super person and a fit for us, and that's why I so admire him today.
And if you guys don't know this, even today he's working with the Boys and Girls Clubs. He's an ambassador for Special Olympics. You're doing so many good things.
And he's a bad golfer.
And he's a bad golfer, yeah, most importantly. Yeah. But that brings us to this, because I hope you guys have had a chance to get back to the Verdadero tent, get a little tequila. But
can I get a shot, please?
There were so many great players on those teams. And that brings us to our Smooth Moves segment, brought to you by Verdadero Tequila. Elevate your next pour. So I'm going to ask these guys, Jamaal, who's the smoothest player you ever played with?
At University of Texas, I for sure say Aaron Ross. You know what I'm saying? I played with him 2 years, but he was just like calm. And he really didn't say too much on and off the field, but he was more on the field. He was more a playmaker. Every time he stayed on the field, running kick-out, punt returns back, and catching cornerbacks, interceptions. So Aaron Ross is one of the smoothest person I ever played with at UT.
All right.
And the Thorpe Award winner is the best defensive back in college football.
Yes, sir.
And married a way outside his language.
And she's a lot faster than him, too.
Married the better athlete in the family. Yeah. That's a good competition.
Shout out to Sonia Ross.
No kidding. VY, who's the smoothest player you ever played with?
Me, I'm going to go with David Thomas. A lot of people that I played with in high school and middle school, and then they end up playing at Colorado, and some of the teams that we played, they was like, VY, can you tell number 16 to chill out? I was like, no, that's just how he is. Yeah. He going to kick your ass to the whistle blow.
And David came in as a 211-pound wide receiver and ended up being a 250-pound All-American tight end.
Yes, so, and man, I love David Thomas to death, man. He's a special breed, and I'm so happy about everything that he's doing. The only thing that's bad about him, he's in Lubbock, Texas.
And he can't get out.
He can't get out.
His family's there. So.
All right, this is for Coach Brown. This is tough because you had 16 years of a lot of smooth players in your time. Who's the smoothest player you ever had?
You know, it's an impossible answer. Vince
He's
Young.
just standing up. He's waiting.
Vince doesn't count because he was the best player in the country. So that's you could pay Vince all the time. I thought when I heard smooth, I said fast. And
when you said that to me, I was like, I got to think about that.
Well, I thought Ramonce Taylor's really fast. I thought Marquise Goodwin is really fast. But my guy would be sitting right here, Jamaal Charles. I'm going to tell you, he changed games when you touch the ball.
Coach, his head already big. Don't make it.
Good. Get it big. I'm trying to beat him in golf.
All right,
Jay Charles is a beast, though.
He is a beast.
God, he's a beast.
Still today.
Yeah, exactly.
Especially on the golf course.
And that's why he's here tonight.
That's why he's here
having me.
He's not here tonight because he's a bad player.
If it wasn't for VY and Coach Brown, you know what I'm saying? Just being in this room with them are great person, great coaches, and on and off the field. But I was just happy to be a part of this moment with them, part of the journey with y'all through this whole time through my life. I remember the time you talked about when you won the national championship, when you said, I was young at that time when you spoke, but you said never let this be your only moment in your life to feel like this the only thing you won in your life. And, you know what I'm saying, besides that, you would have a family. You'd be going to be a husband, and you would go on and have a family business. And that kind of stuck with me because some people can get lost in just being in that one moment and never else accomplish, never ever, nothing, I mean, not ever trying to accomplish nothing else, but just stuck in that one moment. So when you said that, I was 18 years old. And I was not.
And you said, that old man's crazy, man. This is a great night.
I'm like, I got 3 more years of this. And when you said that, that was like really like I didn't think about that because sometimes when people say something, it really don't sit to you like later on in life. So probably like 10 years after that, and I went and I saw you say that again because I watched the film, and I'm like, man, you was right about this.
Yeah, Coach Brown is that guy, for real. Hey, Coach Brown is one of those guys. He care about you not only just an athlete, he care about you as a human being. And one of the things I appreciate about him and Miss Sally, they still remember everybody, mom, uncle, sister, and they remember by name. Like, I don't know if how God bless you to do that, but that's very impressive, Coach. So thank you for always recognizing my family every time they come into the building.
Thank you. When you're not very smart, you got to have a great memory. So I memorize.
You've always been good at that. It's an amazing,
It's amazing.
And almost everybody I know that knows you has a story about how you remembered somebody years later. It's phenomenal. You got that Rolodex in your brain. It works.
And
it
then
works pretty well.
I couldn't find my way here. So that's what you get.
Coach, that's confidential, Coach.
No, excuse me.
But facts, though, facts.
I know we have a few more 05 stories I know these guys want to tell, but before we turn our attention to this version of Texas this year as they take on Arkansas tomorrow, we're going to stick with that 05 team and for just a second here because
it's 7-16 and OU still sucks.
It never stops. It never stops.
Hey, Arkansas sucks too, though.
Just red, small state, north of us.
We're not even
Walmart.
They're
They just got Walmart.
Neighbors.
And we're not even going to get to the team out east. Listen, this week, Google saw a 130% increase for searches. How many college football teams have gone undefeated? So since 2000, there have been 13 teams. Well, it's 12, but 04 USC had wins redacted. It's really 13 because of 04 USC. So that's what I'm saying. I'm giving them credit.
2-5, where you at?
So who are your top 3 undefeated national champions since 2000, and why is Texas number 1?
I'll start with me. I go with Miami. I think the 01 team, Miami. I was raised up just watching Miami. They was a beast. They had some great players, and I also the next one, number 2, is us. You know what I'm saying? We from both sides. We had great athletes on both sides. And the last one, I say LSU. LSU had
Jamaal Chase and Justin Jefferson with
Joe Burrow.
2019.
19, yeah. They just had an awesome team, and what they did that year, they came down here and smacked us. But, yeah, I say LSU team.
And that Miami team, by the way, Frank Gore, who's like second or third all-time leading rusher, was the third-string running back on that team. That Miami team was nuts in 01.
Yeah.
Vince, I know that we went through the list. Vince and I did a little prep before we got ready. Vince, why don't you name the top 3 undefeated national champions since 2000?
Hey, my Longhorns, y'all ready for this? I'm about to be honest with y'all. Texas.
I thought the same thing.
I do not give 2 F's about them other people. So, very humble of Jay Charles, but
I'm always humble.
Texas. I bleed orange, baby. So
I love it.
Next, go to coach.
They were pretty good.
Go to coach.
Texas, I know is going to be coach's number 1, I assume.
Yeah, I was really taken back. I talked about how smart Jamaal is, and he said Miami. I mean, come on, Jamaal.
Hey, man, that team was amazing, man.
Yeah.
I can't hate Coach.
You're tripping.
I can't be biased. I love Texas, but hey, man, they got some other great teams out there too, coaches.
All right, I said Texas. I said Miami. And then I said Cam Newton's Auburn team with Gene Chizik because they were really good.
Yeah,
Coach Chizik.
Yeah. So I have to give a shout out to Coach Chizik.
Y'all very humble. Texas.
All right, so let's get into this year and what we've got 3 undefeated teams left right now. Ohio State and Indiana will likely play each other in the Big Ten title game, so one of them will lose a game. And then there's that other team out east that's undefeated. So
who's that other team you keep talking about?
I don't know. They're in the SEC, I think. But of those 3 teams, what do you guys make of those 3 teams? Are they the 3 best teams in the country? Are they the teams that are the 3 to beat when we get into the playoffs? Do you think that's fair?
Yeah, they earned it. They showing it.
Yeah,
they actually is. I mean, that team over there in A&M, I'm good with them about no A&M, but they actually showing it. So you got to give them, they respect.
But they'll have a loss, right, before the regular season's over?
A&M definitely going to lose next week. So, I'm just going to put that out there. If y'all don't believe what I'm saying, we're going to be there. And anybody want to bet, shake my hand.
Coach, do you hate the idea of a 2 or 3 loss national champion?
No, because we're headed toward an NFL model, and that's what happens in the NFL.
Yeah.
And when you play non-conference games, you play better teams, you throw out the group of 5 teams that you're playing, you're going to have more losses.
Yeah.
You're going to have more injuries. You're going to have more teams getting beaten up and getting tired and frustrated. The season's longer.
Yep.
So I think at some point we'll probably see a 4-loss team in the playoffs.
Yeah.
And I think that's kind of where the committee has a tough decision to make because Indiana or Ohio State's going to lose. And then A&M's got
A&M gonna lose too,
but they got to give me tomorrow. Then they've got to beat Texas here for 100%.
They got an SEC championship,
and then they've got an SEC championship against a great team, whoever it is.
Right.
So they're gonna have 2 weeks of really hard football.
Yeah.
So they'll get a chance to show how good they are.
Yeah.
Yes, sir. He on point. Coach on point.
And Texas A&M has not played a team in the top 7 of the SEC this year, which is another really interesting point in this.
Yeah, and then you go to you get into this thing at the end, and the best teams are going to win. But how do you pick 12? Because somewhere between 10 and 15, they're all going to look alike.
Yeah.
And I think we've got to really start going with strength of schedule. If not, then why play a strong schedule outside of your conference?
Yes, sir.
And Texas opening up with Ohio State at Ohio State. Texas should get credit for that.
And Florida, that's a hard place to play too.
Yeah. So I really, and I do think that for the best for Group of 5, they need to start having their own national championship. Let them have a 12-team playoff.
And play in, right?
And no, I wouldn't even play in. Let them be national champs, because with the differential in money with NIL, the Memphis, the Tulane, the South Florida, they're not going to have the same money as Georgia.
Yeah.
So if you play them in the first round, that's not fair. So let them go play likes and let them go win a national championship, and then one of those will not take the place of a Texas or somebody who's really good, but they get left out because they're 13th.
And that's why coaches coach and players play.
We got a new commissioner right here.
Commissioner. Make sure y'all vote for Mack Brown, baby.
I mean, and there's a reason that whoever ends up in that group of 4 in the playoff is probably going to be a 3-touchdown underdog wherever they have to go that first week. So
correct.
And they're going to have to go.
And they're going to have to go somewhere else. Yeah, exactly.
100%.
Go on the road somewhere. No matter what question comes next, you can just ask Google. Don't forget that. All right. Texas drops to number 17 in the latest college football playoff ranking. Decent spot, I think, for a team with 3 losses. They're ahead of Michigan and Virginia, who both have 2 losses right now. Is this team, in your feeling, does this team have a playoff makeup in it? Is it a playoff team?
No.
Okay.
Just be honest with you.
Why not?
Texas.
Why not?
Just the grit, man. I feel like I want them to have more grit. More dog.
What's grit? Explain that to people who don't know what grit means.
Like, just fight. You know what I'm saying? Fight. Never give up. When it's hard, when you feel like you looking like you about to lose, continue to fight. Continue to hold one of your brothers up when they not doing it right, dropping balls or holding. Like, pick them up. Like, have each other back. And, you know, football, it's a brother sport. You know what I'm saying? We look out for each other, but also, it's one person always, another person always trying to tell the other person, hey, man, you got to pick the game up. You slacking a little bit. We need you. Get your head back in the game and let's go. So, I mean, it's only much coaches can do, but the players out there, some players out there got to be a true leader. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
Vince has talked about the 05 team and how you guys got after each other now.
Yeah.
Nobody got by with anything.
We couldn't stand our defense, even though that was our brothers, but we competed every day. I'm not finna do an extra lap for you, so we finna beat y'all butt today, so y'all can do an extra lap. And what he's saying is that grit he's talking about, he don't feel like they have it. Me, I feel like they're right there. I feel like the penalties and the small things is killing us as Texas Longhorns. And until you fix that, you're not going to win. When you go against a team like Georgia, you can't drop balls. You can't have penalties. You can't, and you saw it because everybody say our running game wasn't doing good, but we actually was running the ball until holding this, that, and we had to start all over again. So I really feel like they right there. They just got to understand it doesn't, for you to be a championship team, it doesn't happen on the game field. It happens right there around the corner at practice. So once, what Jamaal is saying, like, you got to have that it at practice.
Well, let me ask you this, Vince, because you've talked about this a bunch on the Stampede podcast. The loyalty to a program, having that loyalty in your program. Do you think guys are peeking their head out the window, what's possible with the transfer portal, everything else, because of the 3 losses?
Yeah, it's a lot of distractions out there, man. And it's tough for, 16, 17-year-old kid? Me and Lindell was just having a whole argument earlier about if somebody tell you, I got $6 million for you, guess what that 16, 17-year-old kid gonna do?
Take the $6 million.
Take the $6 million.
So is the 20-year-old and the 22-year-old
and
the 45-year-old.
Which is okay.
the 74-year-old.
But which is okay though. Which is okay. What I'm saying is after you make that money and that runs out, what else you gonna do? Wait for that another $6-10 million, or love the game and work your ass off and earn that $6-8 million that you deserve, not be somebody gonna throw you a number and you just gonna just move around.
Yeah.
So that's the only thing I was saying, and I don't really like it, but me, I would never tell somebody not to go get a check.
Yeah.
But in the same time, the love of the game, and Coach has a great story about Stampede that I love to hear, and it motivates me today to continue. Now, I'm not even an athlete no more, but it motivates me to keep working my butt off in the professional business world to earn everything and be a part of something that you want to be a part of.
All right, you got.
Excuse me, but like Jamaal working with kids, you're working with a lot of quarterbacks in college to be mentors.
Yes, sir.
And that's really cool that you've given back, because you don't have to.
Yes, sir.
And you all have been where they want to go, and it's so good for you to be able to tell them, can't do that, can't do this, do this. You want to get there? Don't tell me. I want to see it, man. Show me, baby. Show me as we go.
Vince mentors DJ Lagway from Florida, Taylon Green, who will be here tomorrow for Arkansas. And we'll get into Taylor here in a minute, too. Yeah, no.
Yeah.
Wait, too much with DJ Lagway. I want you to tell that Cedric Benson story, because a lot of people here don't know it, because it's an amazing story. The 2004 Rose Bowl was Cedric's last game at Texas. Obviously, they beat Michigan on the Dusty Mangum field goal. What's the story of Cedric Benson following that win?
Yeah, at that time, these guys would never think about not playing in a bowl game.
Oh, no.
It wasn't even a discussion. You didn't have opt-outs. And now there's some opt-outs for bowl games. There's going to be opt-outs for playoffs at some point because agents are saying don't get hurt. Cedric Benson, #1 draft choice. We go play Michigan. First time the Rose Bowl. First time to play Michigan. We're in the game, and the first play of the game, he hyperextends his knee. He comes to the sideline, and he's a great player, not a good player. We needed him to win. The doctor said, you're going to be a #1 draft choice. If I was you, I wouldn't play. Your knee's okay, but if I was you, I'd take care of myself and not play for the NFL. He said, tape it up, man. This is Texas versus Michigan. I'm going to play in the game. So he plays in the game. He doesn't play great, but Vince does. And Cedric's presence, because they had to stop Cedric, helped Vince get on the corner and do the things he needed to do. So after the game, we win the game on the last second field goal. And we're in the locker room. I talk to the team. I go talk to the media. All the guys are gone. And I go back in to clean up, and I'm walking out, and I see Cedric Benson in his full uniform sitting over to the right in the locker room by himself crying. I walked over, and I said, Ced, are you okay? And he said, yeah, I'm okay. And I said, what's wrong? Is it your knee? And he said, no. He said, my knee's fine, Coach. And I said, so why are you crying? And he said, this is the last time I'll ever have a University of Texas football uniform on, and I don't want to take it off. Now, that's passion.
Yeah, that's what I mean about, like, we don't have a lot of people that love the tradition of Texas tradition, like wearing because you seen that, you would play for that. You know what I'm saying? You'll put everything on the line for that white helmet.
Run out that smoke. Oh, my God, that's amazing.
That's that's one of the moments when I saw Vince warning out. When I saw Cedric Benson, and one of the reasons why I wanted to come to UT, I rode that helmet with pride. I stepped on the field, and I played my heart out. And I just don't really see that a lot these days with the kids. I just think
$5 million.
I mean, you can chase the bag, but how far that's gonna get you if you do I think the more important if you care about the game, like I think that's where more people care about money and not playing, and that's kind of hurting them, and they not going to go far. Not just because I'm playing the game to be a Hall of Fame. I'm playing the game to be my names to be up there with some of the best, the greatest. I'm not just playing the game to be remember. It's a lot of people I play with. They names don't even mention it around me sometimes, even from college to the NFL. So I'm playing the game to be remembered. I'm not playing the game to be average. I'm playing the game to be great, and that's what I kind of see. A lot of people not playing that game to be great.
Well, you're going to be remembered. You'll be in the Hall of Fame and everything.
I think that's extending into the NFL, too, a little bit. Yeah. I think that attitude's kind of starting to extend to the NFL.
Can I touch on that and what I think of this team? I just got through coaching, and there are a lot of Vince Youngs and Jamaal Charles that do care. And they're the ones that are raised right and understand the meaning of you have to earn it. and trying to extend your college football life either to the NFL or to real life. Yeah. You got to learn enough and get experienced enough to have a life after football. Yeah. And that's what you all have done. You've made that work. And then there's some that don't have a lot of help at home. They got an agent, they got a third party, and they're saying, hey, they're not treating you right. Let's get some more money over here. And they're going to transfer 3 or 4 times. It's not going to end up good. And I'm worried about their mental health because they're not going to graduate. They're not going to get a job. And they're not going to have a community like this for you guys when they get through. And I worry about that. As far as this team, what I see is we've played really well at home. And the environment that you all will give tomorrow is one of the best in the country. It just so this is a true advantage now playing at home without question. I asked Roy Williams one time, what do you feel like? What do you do after you lose a game at home? He said, Coach, I never lost a game at home. That's what you do. So we've had trouble on the road. We had trouble at Ohio State. First game, young quarterback, number 1 team in the country, I got it. Then we have trouble at Mississippi State. Well, Florida beats us. Then we have trouble at Kentucky. And then we have trouble at Mississippi State. And then we have trouble at Georgia. The Georgia game, we played really well till we started the 4th quarter. And then they made 2 4th downs and an onside kick that separated. So it's all there. The question is now, people say, well, they may be flat tomorrow. If you're a good team, you can't be flat. That's not – good teams aren't flat this time of the year. This is playoffs. There is no room for error for this team. So tomorrow night at 7 o'clock, we're going to have a lot better idea. and that Friday night against A&M, we're going to have a lot better idea. And I love the fact that Texas and A&M are playing again.
Yeah.
I love that. It highlights high school football and awesome. You guys in the country, not just the state of Texas.
Yeah. Coach, you better. I'm ready to play now, Coach.
Yeah, right.
Are you talking? I'm ready to go.
Anybody got a helmet, shoulder pads? Helmet, shoulder pads. I'm ready to play.
This team has played 1 home game in the last 2 months. So the crowd needs to be there tomorrow afternoon. This is a crowd that, I mean, they need them. They need that backing tomorrow as they get ready for this. I know this Arkansas team's 2-8. They've lost every game by like 3 points. Right. And Taylor Green's really good. We'll get into that in a minute. But this has been a week. If you follow Texas football, if you follow this team, this has been a week. From Desmond Howard's comments early in the week to Steve Sarkisian repeatedly having to say, I'm not going anywhere, I'm staying here. I want to ask the players, what kind of effect does that outside stuff have on you? This is different than just random adversity here and there or whatever. This is your head coach, and there are people that are reputable people that are saying he's leaving. How does that affect you guys if you're dealing with that?
As long as he can control in-house, you don't really care what out the house say. So as long as it's in-house is staying on business, and outside don't really care. You know what I'm saying? It always comes when you have a tough loss and you have losses. Noise is always coming up. But as long as you protect the stuff, the inside, you can control in the inside of the house. You can't really control much. So I think he can get control of the team inside, that he's not confirming that he's not going nowhere, that he's loving the team. He let's go back to work this week and win this week. That's all we care about. So I think you can control what you want to control, and you can control the people inside that locker room.
Vince, you just saw him this afternoon.
Yeah, I was just at the hotel hanging out with the guys. They about to do their team meeting and then eat dinner. I don't talk about that type of stuff, but in the same time, one of the things I did do, I was talking my language, like, hey, let's go. Yeah, trying to motivate them and get them excited. Like, you guys are good. Y'all can finish the season in a special way if you focus on one of the things about Coach that I love about Coach Brown and the rest of our coaching staff is Coach used to take the media away from us, and he put the pressure of get your butt ready to play. I'm gonna take care of this. Just do your job. So I feel like Coach Stark is doing that, and the whole world knows we just got our ass whooped by Georgia, which burns my insides up because those some mutts. But in the same time, I know Coach got them guys ready to go because one of the things is, like, don't nobody like to lose. And when you got a good leader in the locker room that's going to voice to you, like, don't worry about anything else. Worry about what you control, like what Jamaal just said. That motivates us as a player. Like my coach just said, don't worry about that. Go get your butt to work, and let's go fix the issue.
Mack, do you think Sark has handled this as well as possible?
Yes, I do. These guys, you have to build up great communication. When they come in, they don't trust you. They're not sure about why they're
we
here.
don't want to get in trouble by Coach.
No. But you have to build up the communication. Then you have to get trust. And then you get respect. And they both just said it. Then if somebody says, I'm going to do something, I go in there and say, nothing to it. Let's go. Go back to work. It's not even a factor.
Our leader. That's our leader right there.
So that is what we would do to get it quiet and move forward. And from everything you've said, and I know, Steve's been that way with the team ever since he's been here.
Right.
And at the end of the year, if something comes up that's different, and if Jamaal gets a better deal, both of these guys could have stayed another year. It was best for them to go to the NFL. They would have told me during the season they were going to stay because they loved it. They were planning on staying. The deal changed. They got offered a lot of opportunity and money to go. I was the first one to say, go, man. Go.
Yeah.
I mean, it's best for you to go. And people might say, well, they lied to you. No. At the time they talked to me,
right.
They were staying, and they wanted to stay, and I wanted them to stay. And the same thing with coaches. All these coaches now, there's 10 of them that are being asked questions about, are you leaving? And they're all saying, no, I'm not even thinking about it. Well, they are. They're thinking about it because they're being asked.
Because exactly.
Yeah, and their agents are dealing with it. They're handling it. But they're trying to say, I got to beat Arkansas.
Right.
And the thing I always said, winning solves everything. And if you win the game tomorrow, everything's better. Everybody's happy. You beat A&M, everybody's happy. And all these rumors are out there. We've all got to be careful in our modern society. The other day we were on the set and we were recording the Stampede, and somebody reported that from Vince's wife that he was dying of cancer and that he was really sick. And I was sitting there looking at him. He looked fine to me. But his mother called him, worried about it. So we've got to be really, really careful that there are a lot of reports out there that aren't accurate. And especially with AI, and it's really tough on Bob because I was a reporter for 5 years. You've got to be accurate, but you still need to be relevant, and you still need to be first, and you don't want to miss a story.
Right.
And like Bob said, maybe something is cooking and you report it, and then it changes, and you look like a fool because it never happened. And Bob said, well, it was going to happen, and it changed. So I think we've all got to kind of cool it. We got to take a deep breath. Yeah. We got to be around people we trust. We got to be around people we respect. And then we've always got to try to tell the truth and make sure that everybody gets what the best opportunities for them are.
And I think we've talked about this a lot about how, Diana Rossini was the initial report. Diana Rossini is a trusted NFL reporter. She's not just going to throw something random out that she just, let's just throw this out about Sark. Same thing with Desmond Howard. That doesn't mean in the moment it is true, in the moment it's not true. I mean, that's the way this stuff will go down a lot of times. So, interesting conversation there. I think that's really good on Sark. I want to. You guys saw when they walked in, they were throwing out hats. I don't know if you guys got a chance to see these hats. These Branded Bills hats are fantastic. From Longhorns to startups, Branded Bills has you covered. Whether you're repping Burnt Orange, Pride, or building a brand of your own, nothing tells your story like a custom hat. Branded Bills is a proud sponsor of Texas Athletics with licensed Longhorn headwear that holds up from the tailgate to the stadium and through the celebration. Right, Coach?
Don't forget the golf course and the sideline, man. We're on that golf course, so you got to wear them out there, too.
I knew you guys would bring up the golf course.
You know it, Coach, and you have to look good to play good.
Well, but Branded Bills doesn't stop there. They specialize in custom headwear that helps teams, companies, and communities showcase who they are with premium fit, finish, and style.
Yes, they do.
Yeah, and so whether you're a Longhorn fan, a business founder, or just someone who wants to stand out, check out Branded Bills, just like mine.
VY, look at VY.
Y'all see that
good?
VY logo on that thing?
Branded Bills put that logo on your hat. Explore their officially licensed UT collection or design your own custom hat built just for you. Branded Bills, from Longhorns to startups, licensed pride, custom style. That's good stuff. Good stuff, guys. Texas is 8.5, 9.5. I wish we could do this with the kids here. 6, 7. No, we're not doing it. 8.5, 9.5 point favorite against Arkansas tomorrow.
Pop-Tarts.
Pop-Tarts is here. Hello.
Everybody loves Pop-Tarts.
Jamaal, did you beat Pop-Tarts?
I whooped them already. yeah, I talk my smack. You got beat in cornhole.
He's always.
Yeah, he mad
I
now.
love me a Pop-Tart. Hey, cookie and cream Pop-Tart.
I hope he tastes better
There
than
you
he
go.
can.
Somebody got my boy Paul. My boy Paul just caught it. I love it.
Good hands, Paul.
Arch Manning has really grown. I think it's fair to say we've seen the growth from him. Maybe not the entire growth of the team that it kind of expected to go with it. But what do you guys see in Arch? What is it that? And let's start with the quarterback and get your thoughts.
No, start with the running back.
You want to start with Jamaal?
I want to hear this running back.
Okay,
I want to hear this.
Jamaal, what have you liked? You've seen in Arch.
You hear me?
Yeah, you're good.
You hear me? Okay. No, I think he definitely came a long way from the first game and the second game. I think it's all about experience. I think he needed more belts under his game to show what he can do. I think the last game against Georgia, he played real. I think he played real.
Yep.
I think he was in the pocket, he paused, and, you know what I'm saying, looking for the right. I think the wide receivers had to help him out by catching the balls. But besides that, I just think you need more experience. He reminded me of Colt. When we first had Colt, my sophomore year in Colt, needed more games. And, you know, you see how Colt turned out after 2 more years later, he turned out really well. So I just think that he just need more games, more experience.
Yeah.
I feel like you've said that. I feel like you're on par with that, right, Vince?
I'm in agreement with Jay. I'm in agreement with Coach when he came on the show. I'm in agreement with Coach. I played the position myself. I wasn't good in 2001. I wasn't a great passer, but I had such a bit. So what I do love about Arch, he's a kid that doesn't point fingers and get upset at anybody else. He look at himself first. And one of the things when you have mentors and people in your life, they always say, like, don't be pointing the fingers at everybody else. Make sure you point the finger at the person that's, you know. So it's not easy to play quarterback at the University of Texas. I remember when I was here with Chris Sims, and they was calling him Chris C. I was like, wow, I got to deal with this? I don't know if I want to play at UT. But in the same time.
Which is a good lesson to fans, by the way. Maybe don't make fun of your own players and maybe get on board with some of these guys.
So in the same time, it's like my teammates, my coaches, Steve McNair, it's like a lot of people continue to believe in me. And one of the things I had to do was, like, don't think that one game is define who you are. You have another game. You have another game. You have a off season. You have things to work. What Coach taught me, why in the hell is you worrying about somebody that don't give a damn about you, that you didn't ask for no advice from? Worry about the people who is in your life that care about you. They are basically telling you to go work at this. So I love that Arch is listening to his teammates, his coaches, his dad. He got one of the best families in the world to listen to. And it's been showing these last couple of games because, to me, Arch has put us in a position to win. We just haven't came together, offense, defense, special teams together to win. Everybody's looking at him because he's the face. But the penalties and stuff like that has lost the game. Arch has been playing well. I'm proud of him.
I think it's an interesting point you made, though, because you've had, 10 quarterbacks since you were in your time at Texas. And from Major to Chris to Chance to Vince to Colt to Garrett to David to Case to, all the way through it, they all heard it. Like, they all heard the boos or the, like, people on the outside talking to them. How difficult is it to get them over that hump and make them realize you're just developing, you're just growing as a quarterback?
Yeah, Vince just said it. Mr. Joe Jamaal, who I loved, his name was on the field for a while, and he was the smartest man I'd ever known. I asked him, how do you handle all the criticism? Because he was a Tart lawyer, and he actually had death threats. And this is something all of us could learn from. I said, how do you handle criticism? And he said, I don't ask advice from I don't listen to anybody I wouldn't ask advice from. And that's really important. And he said, if you don't know who they are and they don't know you, why would you worry about what they say about you? Because they don't have any information.
Yes.
That's it. So he said, get 5 or 6 people in your life that you really trust. and ask them, and they'll tell you the truth. And you know it's real and it's factual, but don't listen to all the other. And the other thing about the social media, if you're going to listen to all the great things that are said, you're going to see all the bad. And if you love the great, the bad's going to hurt worse. So I said, none of it's true. Yeah. No, the best things that are said about you always aren't really true. Yeah. The worst things are sure not true. It's probably somewhere in between, so quit worrying about it.
Right.
And if you go play and play well and win and do the best you can do, then all the other stuff takes care of itself.
Vince, I want to ask you one quick question, then we're going to go to our winning combo. Taylon Green is a guy you know well, Arkansas's quarterback tomorrow. What's impressed you the most about him, and how does Texas just slow him down? Because he's been really good all season long.
What impresses me is he just a kid that's been through a lot of adversity, and he's still doing what he's supposed to do. Like, a lot of people don't even know who this kid is. Yeah. Huh? This kid been from Boise State. He transferred. I'm like, that's when I first saw him at Boise State. I was like, who is this kid right here with this blue turf?
Yeah. Tell him your story, though. How'd you get to know him?
Well, I saw him playing at Boise State, and I was watching the game one night. I'm a football fanatic, so I watch football all the time. And I was like, man, who is this kid? This kid looked pretty good. So,
and he was number 10.
And he wears number 10.
And he runs like a deer.
And he runs like a deer.
Not
so
quite like you, but
right.
close enough.
So I DM'd him on IG.
He's a young deer.
I DM'd him on Instagram and said, hey, I just want to let you know, this is Vince Young. I want to let you know you're an outstanding kid. I'm paying attention to you. Keep up the great work, son. If you need anything, I'm a phone call away. And
that's awesome.
He did.
And he did.
Be careful what you ask for.
Right. So for him to respond and say, thank you so much, Mr. Young. I really do appreciate it. I watched you since I was a kid. I said, I just want to let you know I'm here for you if you ever need anything. So to see him to where he's at today, and I'm not saying I'm going for Arkansas tomorrow, but I'm definitely going for that kid because he's been through a lot of adversity and he's doing really good. He just don't get the recognition that he's supposed to. But tomorrow is like his NFL draft tomorrow. So he going to play his butt off tomorrow, and I'm so proud of him. I'm proud of Arch and my Longhorns all day, but I'm definitely proud of Taylor Green.
And just remember who you can blame now, because DJ Lagway and then Taylor Green if it happens tomorrow. No.
And Diego and
Diego Bob, and Marcel Reed next week. All right, we're going to wrap things up with our winning combo for tomorrow's game, presented by Wendy's and Diet Dr. Pepper. From the first bite to the final sip, Wendy's new chicken tendies and Diet Dr. Pepper is a winning combo every time. What we're going to do is we're going to ask these guys for a winning combo, 2 players tomorrow that they think together can make the difference to get a Texas win. We're going to start with Jamaal, but just so you guys know, if you have questions that you'd like to ask any of these 3 guys, we're going to have y'all line up right here in front, and we're going to take a few questions before we get out of here. So go ahead and feel like if you want to step up here to the front, you want to ask a question, come on up. In the meantime, we'll start with the pictures are coming. We'll start with Jamaal. Jamaal, who's your winning combo for tomorrow?
My winning combo, it had to start with the offensive line and the defensive line. That's my winning combo through the trenches. You got to control the trenches, and we win. We'll win the game.
Who taught you that?
I learned that in the NFL.
Who taught you that?
Sounds
who really taught you that?
Sounds like a running back.
The trenches.
No, who really taught you that?
Coach Andy Reid.
He don't want to give me my flowers.
Sorry, Coach. I didn't say that.
He don't want to give me my flowers.
So all that blocking they did, all the yards he got here, he didn't learn that
until
he got to the NFL.
I think some of them blocking coach, I did that myself.
Who used to tell you speed kills?
I'm joking. That's V. He used to tell me run fast when you get the ball. Just run fast. Nothing else. I want you to just run straight.
You listen well. Listen well.
And then Coach Davis used to call a pass play, and guess who checked it to a run play? So you don't want to give me my flowers?
Yeah.
Y'all hear this?
Yeah.
I am not rooting for Jay Charles anymore.
Vince Young, who's your winning combo tomorrow?
I'll go with Arch and Niblett.
Ryan Niblett. Okay.
Hey, that young man right there is a game change. And you know where he's from? H-Town.
They don't win the Oklahoma game, the Kentucky game, and the Mississippi State game without Ryan Niblett. So I like that pick, and Arch continues to grow. Of course, the quarterback's going to pick the quarterback. You know, the quarterback's going to pick the quarterback.
Guy, right? Who is this? What's his name?
Oh, man.
What's his name?
He's killing it.
What's his name?
I can't remember.
Oh, okay.
Jamaal Charles, I think.
Thank you.
Mack Brown, what's your winning
got
combo
CT.
tomorrow?
Well, I do think it's time for the offense to step up and score a bunch of points because the Arkansas defense has given up over 400 yards a game, and they haven't been very good, and they're not very deep.
Yeah.
But my two players would be Michael Taft, and it would be Colin Simmons because of Green. Because the quarterback's the one guy that can beat Texas tomorrow, and you got to be smart down the middle, and you got to put some pass rush on him and keep him in the pocket because he can run. And then the other thing, I thought Niblett was a great choice because Texas is deeper than Arkansas.
Yes.
And special teams happens when you get some second-team guys out there or tired starters, and then you get some long runs, and that's what Niblett can do. But offense, let's step up and score a bunch of points. Defense is going to have to still be the difference because Green's the one guy that can win the game.
Game changer.
Game changer.
We've got about 5 or 10 minutes. We probably have time for about 3 questions in line. So step on up and let's get your question for.
Can I get my tequila shot, please?
Yeah, knock it out.
What's going on? So my name is Peyton, and this is for all y'all. Who's y'all's favorite Longhorn that y'all played with?
Favorite Longhorn.
I think he right here to my right.
Oh, look at you.
Vince.
Favorite
He's trying to make up
Longhorn.
for what he just said.
Yeah,
You hear that?
yeah.
He was my favorite.
He don't want me
my
to.
only one.
He don't want me to be pissed
You hold
off.
me down.
No. And that's a tough question.
No,
and
sure.
let me
Tough.
answer. 16 years, there's so many. I mean, you start talking about Brian Arakpos and Michael Griffins and Derek Johnsons. And
I'm a quarterback. It's my job
Yeah.
to be in a great relationship with all my guys, so it's kind of hard to say that to me.
And I would have to say these are two of my favorites, without question. So
I thought that maybe who's your favorite coach that you coached
Actually,
alongside?
my favorite guy is Chip,
Greg Davis because he took all the heat.
our equipment manager. Chip, our equipment manager, is
Chip
my
Robertson,
guy. Yeah,
yeah.
Chip
Chip
Robertson,
Robertson.
my guy.
That's a good choice. That's a great
favorite
choice.
Longhorn.
Thank you,
Thank you,
Peyton.
Peyton. Appreciate the question.
Thank you, Peyton.
Hey, how's it going, guys? This is Adrian. Question for all of you. What's your prediction for UTA&M game?
Ooh, UTA&M.
I know we're finna win. That's all I can say. I don't care what the score is, but we definitely winning.
What you wanted to score? Hopefully 40-0.
There we go. I love that. That's a good prediction. Hey, we're going to hold you to that, and we're going to come back to you next week.
40-0. Hey, check on me tomorrow if the score come out.
Coach Brown, what's your prediction?
Adrian, I think it's going to be a great game. I'm going to go with 24-17 Texas.
Love it. Love it.
Somebody say, let's go.
Adrian, thank you, my friend. Good stuff.
Hey, I'm Sally. This is for all of you guys. What is your favorite side dish for Thanksgiving?
Ooh, good question.
You go, girl.
Mine's easy. I love the turkey dark meat. I make it in a sandwich with relish and mayonnaise the day after Thanksgiving. That's my best. A pillow gravy in there, some. I love it.
What's your favorite side dish, Jamaal?
I like candy yams. I'm a candy yam guy. With that cinnamon on top, with that sweet honey. I'm a candy yam boy.
All right.
Yeah.
Vince?
Yeah, Candace makes a green bean with a bacon wrapped around it with honey over it.
What time?
Yeah.
What time we need to be there?
Whenever you want to.
Okay.
Big guy. You know,
We'll be
you
there.
welcome.
Well, and Sally, mine's side dish, I got off target there. Mine would probably be green bean casserole, too. So that'd be,
with the breadcrums on it?
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
I love that. Thank you, Sally.
Thank
So
you,
we just
Sally.
gave you some ideas for your Thanksgiving?
Yes,
That's it.
exactly.
That's it.
Make sure the candy yams they'll come.
Yeah, what time? What
With the marshmallows?
time's lunch?
Go ahead.
Hi, guys. This is from the Wendy's franchise. I'm asking you a question, Vince and Coach Mack. Do you still dream of that Rose Bowl championship on daily basis?
Well, not dream because I see it every day. I'm truly blessed and honored to be the quarterback of that team, that I get an opportunity to hang out with you guys that I didn't have opportunity to hang out with y'all when I was playing, and to be like this, to talk to you guys, man, that's a beautiful game, and So thank you for asking that question.
That's awesome.
Yeah, and if you'd have gone to Florida, you wouldn't be sitting here either.
Exactly.
So,
Right.
so we,
Thank you for talking me out so I can be crying in the office.
No, thank you, number one, for your sponsorship and
Yes.
and Wendy's being a vital part of who we are, and that's been so much fun.
Yes.
The answer for me would be yes. I asked Coach Royal the day after the game, what does this change for me? And he says, only one team a year gets to win the national championship. Everybody forgets the one that didn't win. And these guys won a national championship for the only time in the last 55 years. So it is really, really hard to do. And I even thought, and it's amazing to think about, we talk about quarterbacks, Vince was 30-2. He lost 2 games, and that was early. And then he got mad and figured it out and then won all the games. But, yes, my life is better because of what these guys did in winning the national championship.
Love you too, Coach.
Thank you, guys.
And it's better for your championship.
Thank you,
sir.
Thank you, Wendy's. Thank you, Wendy's.
Last 2 questions.
Hi, my name is Gina. Question for Vince and Jamaal. During your time playing at Texas, is there a school that you did not get to play that you wish you would have gotten to play?
Ooh,
that's good.
Where you from?
I'm from Houston, but I graduated from UT.
H-Town.
Yes.
That's a
and
nice
me
question.
and my husband and both of my kids, we all bleed orange. We all
it.
came here.
That's a great question. I really wanted to play Tebow in Florida.
Yeah, I say Florida.
Because they talk so much, and every time I see him on the golf course, he like, we know you would have beat y'all. I'm like, okay.
You would have played against me. Nah, I'm joking. But I say Florida because they said they had one of the best national championship teams back-to-back 2 years in a row, right?
Yeah.
So, they talk a whole bunch of smack to this day.
To this day. And they've been in Miami. Them 2 guys.
Yeah.
Andre Johnson, one a good friend of mine in Miami. He talks trash. We would have did this. I'm like, but we would never know. Great question, though.
Thank you.
If in 08 we had not lost to Texas Tech, we would have played Florida,
right,
for the national
Still should've.
championship.
Yeah.
So
You did beat Oklahoma on a neutral field. I don't know if you remember that.
Florida. That would have been awesome.
And that's a good one.
Coach
I think Georgia. What about Georgia?
I like that, for
Because
sure.
you hear those dogs barking, those fans
mutts.
bark at
Oh,
you.
those mutts.
All right, we got one more final question. We're good? All right. Fantastic. Okay, we want to announce our raffle winners for branded bills. So if you hear your name, we're going to have you go over to the side. Go over to the blue tent. And I don't have Adrian Gonzalez. Head over to the blue tent.
Gonzalez, where you at?
Way to go, Adrian. I think
Adrian
Adrian
came up to talk.
Let's
before.
go.
If they left, give it to me.
Good stuff. Over to the blue tent.
Congrats.
Jonathan Buchanan.
Jonathan.
All right, Jonathan.
Head over to the, our third winner without a last name, Jackson. You have to prove it, Jackson. But Jackson, if I
was
had your raffle,
I
come
said
on
there's
up.
a bunch of Jacksons.
Everybody named Jackson.
Everybody. Sophia Dye, come on up. You bought a raffle ticket. Sophia, head over to the blue tent. Presley Ovale is our 5th winner. Presley Ovale is our 5th and I believe final winner.
Or you can just give it to me. Bob,
5th and final
you
winner?
can just give it to me.
Or we can give it to Vincho.
Yeah, just give
you
me
got
the
that
gift.
nice one, though. You
Yeah,
got
yeah.
that nice one. Hey,
You gonna
first
take
of
that
all,
off?
how about a big round of applause for these 3 guys coming out tonight to do this? Can't thank you guys enough for being a part
Thank
of this.
you guys for coming out. Y'all are
Thank
awesome.
you.
Thank you.
Thank y'all for listening to the Stampede. Thank you for y'all support.
We want to thank our
Absolutely.
presenting sponsors, Wendy's and Diet Dr. Pepper, as well as all of our additional sponsors. Make sure you get over to the Veradero Tequila Tent. Google
I'm
and
still waiting on
Brandon
my
Bills.
tequila. I'm still waiting on my
And
tequila.
you know Brandon Bills well.
Oh, yeah. Yes, I do.
Remember, new episodes of The Stampede drop every week. Find them on YouTube, Apple, Spotify, anywhere you get your podcasts. TheStampedeUT.com. And, of course, you can find us on social media at TheStampedeUT.
Thank you, Jay Charles, my brother.
Thank you
John.
for having me on the
Thank
show.
you,
Jamal.
I know you're a
Thanks, bro.
busy golfer now. I know you're a big-time pro golfer now, so thank you for taking your time out your schedule.
Yeah, you know, the driving range was closed, so that's how y'all got me.
And
The lights went out.
Dark.
The lights went out. For Jamaal Charles, Vince Young, and Mack Brown, I'm Bob Ballou. If you guys want to meet any of these 3 guys, we have the Veradero tent. They're going to do a meet and greet over at this tent right to, I don't know what right, my right, your left probably. So if you want to meet the guys, head over this way. Otherwise, thank y'all for being a part of this. Thank you to Victory Lap for having us. Watch the Stampede anywhere you get your podcast. Have a great night, everybody, and hook 'em.
Beat the Hogs.